Sarah and welcome to my channel. As some of you might be aware, last year I actually reviewed a series of unfortunate events as it released on Netflix, and this year I've decided to do the exact same thing. So for those of you who were messaging me on Twitter and on Instagram asking where's your review, Sarah, because it actually came out on Friday last week. I've been at home for Easter and I didn't have my camera with me, or well, I had my camera, I didn't have the tripod or my lighting with me, so I couldn't film reviews. So this is my day off from doing uni work because I'm literally about to break down with the amount of work I need to do. So I'm trying to fit in all the reviews in today, so let's get started. Okay, for the first two episodes of season 2, it's the Austria Academy, and we actually pick up right where we left off. Though I need to say, I am so glad there was a season 1 recap, because I wasn't going to sit down and rewatch all of season 1, mainly because, as I've said, I've been extremely busy with university work. Like literally all my deadlines are in the next 2-3 weeks, and this is my last year of university, so you can tell how stressed out I actually am. So as I need to say, the recap was absolutely fantastic, and I have to say that you instantly were back into the world. Like we open up with well, the episode actually opens up with Lemony Snicket and he's in the school uniform, but like straight away, like you're in the world again. You know who these characters are, what kind of situation it was, which I really enjoyed. I thought it was very funny that Poe's introduction with him in this season was very contradictory to what Snicket's was. Snicket was all don't listen to this, look away, you know, the typical. And then we find Poe is on the phone and he has been like, oh yes, it's excellent, oh this, yes, it's absolutely fantastic, you should totally read it. And then we find out he is actually reviewing The Pony Party, and it's just one of those, it was a very good contrast and it made me laugh a lot. Though the beginning with Poe really made me laugh, it really also felt like it was a recap within a, like there was a recap of season 1, then episode 2 started. It was very slow. Like a lot of the other episodes you were straight into the story, or this one I feel like it took a lot before we actually got into what the story was about. This is quite a lull, it was quite a slow book, well, slow 2 episodes. I felt like Poe's start, other than the pony thing, was very much a recap within itself, so I felt like I'd watched a recap and then a recap, so I was a bit like, oh okay. And she got a ding. I really liked was Jocelyn was back. She was one of my, not favourite characters, but she really intrigued me as a character, and I really like the actress. I think she's really good, so I was really happy to see her being back as well, and I'm excited to see how her story progresses. Something that made me really love straight away is when we first meet the Baudelaire kids. One of the first things they say is, I feel like we've been sitting on this bench for months, which, as it's picked up straight after when the song is, it's good that they've like taken that into consideration. I thought it was very funny. I also like the fact they were like, it looks like Sunny's grown up as well, because obviously the baby grows at a faster rate than the kids do. I know they're filming season 2 and 3 back to back, so like the kids somewhat look like kids to the next season, because there was like a 6-month break or something between filming, and like kids grow a lot in that time. So oh, I love Olaf. I forgot how much I love the character. It's probably because Neil Patrick Harris is playing him, but when he's in the sewers and he overhears where they put Baudelaire's, and that's his motivation to go find them, I thought it was a very good scene. And it was really good to see him like being like, it's a homecoming, when they were on the bus. Like that bus takeover was hilarious, because the coach was like weird, really weird, and like the whole like takeover scene, like it's a hook. Oh, but yeah, I think part of the reason why I really like Olaf in this is because I love his troupe, like as a group. The Hook guys, especially my favourite, especially in these 2 episodes. I absolutely thought his character was really good within it. I always feel like he's the one my eye gets drawn to when the group are on the scene. Like obviously Olaf I'm paying attention to, but the Hook guy was great. Especially near the end of season 2, episode 2, when he does like this and it's meant to be a thumbs up and it wasn't. Like that was one of the weird like funny moments, and I think it's good the series has those uplifting moments. I mean, you rarely get any of them from the kids, it's more from like the troupe and actions, and I really think that kind of elevates the work, because otherwise it'd be very weird. Very depressing. You'd have to look away, as they keep saying. Okay, so Carmentia? I've literally referred to her as like the pink puffy lady. Like, I don't know how to pronounce the character's name. She was always in the pink puffy dress. I absolutely hated her, and I feel like if I was at school I would hate her as well, and I know that's the purpose of the character, but the actress, because that was the purpose of the character, the actress was so good. She was absolutely fantastic at portraying this really obnoxious, annoying, squeaky character. Like, that would, like, she has no other character traits other than being this annoyance, and I thought it was very, very good that the actress managed to portray that so well. Something I loved, and I feel like there's going to be more emphasis onto this, is the fact that the secret society isn't all gunslingers and all this. It's all about intellect and what you know and how outsmarting your opponent. And I like how we've started to see the kids actually doing that a lot more now. Like, their motivation of the season, or at least you can start saying that the motivation of the season isn't just to get away from Count Olaf. It's actually they want to find answers to the bigger picture, which the spyglass is, and it's really, I'm really intrigued by that as well, so I'm really glad that the kids are really intrigued by it as well. So I think that'll be a really cool thing to play off and learn more about. I especially like the fact that it isn't the Baudelaires that find the answers at the end, it's the other kids. I literally referred to them as Isabel and... is it Isabel? Isabel and Duncan. Yeah, I don't know what I couldn't pronounce their second name. But I like how it was them who found the book at the end, and they were the ones who found the answers, but we don't know them. I want to know who VFD is. I'm so curious. I've been so, like, in my mind I've been calling it just the secret organisation, but it has a name, VFD. I'm going to call it VRD, I'll tell you that right now. But I'm really intrigued, and I like the fact that they were the ones who found out this. What is a sugar bowl got to do with anything? Do the people of the books know this? Like, don't tell me if you do, but is it a significant thing? Because that just came out of nowhere. Like, I'm now going to be looking for sugar bowls in the next, like, few episodes. Like, definitely. Yeah, that's just a random thing for me. I was with the kids when it came to, like, Count Olaf's plan. Like, why was he just making them run in circles? The only way I could really logically see it is they were going to be too exhausted, they're going to fail exams, they're going to get made to flunk school, which I guess was sort of what happened. But it was just one of these at the very beginning. You're just watching this, you're like, what? His plans were always really, really creative in the last few episodes, and it was just, this one just kind of was a bit whatever. I liked Sunny's comeuppance at the end. I like the fact she seems to be the one more often that's kind of revealing Olaf. Like, obviously our Klaus and Violet are doing most of the, like, mental stuff. They are trying to figure out the bigger mystery, so Sunny's kind of got this one-track mind. But I really like the fact she's the one who's revealing Olaf a lot of the time, which I thought was very clever. Oh, I hate the fact that Olaf got away with the other kids, with the other orphans. Like, I'm so scared for their lives, and I thought, like, so badly that, like, Violet and Klaus were going to have these, like, accomplices for the rest of the season. They were going to have, like, because they worked so well as a team, like, the 5 of them, and I thought it was going to be a cool E5 going through the world together, but no, and there was a budding maybe romance, and I was so there for it. I was so there for it. Oh, I loved the Olaf and Nero scenes, because literally it was, I felt like them two worked so well off each other. Like, sometimes, like, the kids will stop talking and then they two will have a weird conversation between themselves. It's like they're trying to, like, out stupid and out confuse each other, and I always thought those scenes were really, really funny, and it was one of these, it seemed quite natural as well at the same time, but I don't know, I just really enjoyed that. Oh, when the Snicket brother turned up and it was Nathan Fillion, I actually had to pause my Netflix and squeal. This man is just amazing, and I saw him, and then when the brothers were in the taxi together and I saw that they were, like, the likeness is so good, that casting was perfection, and it's Nathan, like, Nathan. If there's not a Firefly reference in this, eventually I'm gonna be disappointed. But then what are they talking about with, like, him being, like, they're hinting the fact he might die. If I see him die, I will physically bawl my eyes out. I love this man so much. Like, okay, that's just my wee geeky moment over an actor. over. Like, he's up there with Neil Patrick Harris. I will watch. It was so good. It was so good to see him. And I liked how his character, you didn't really, all I heard was Snicket, and I was then still like, is Lemonade still alive? Like, he's narrator. Is he going to save Larry in the freezer? And then he came in, he kicked the door in like a badass. Like, his scene was like perfection, and it was just, I was so happy to see it. It was so good. Definitely, okay, so going back to like my earlier point, the first episode really didn't, it felt more like an introduction to the season all over again. I think episode 2 was very much what we expect from this kind of series. The first episode was very, very slow, and I feel like it really didn't get to the point. And normally the Olaf reveal, I felt like that would have happened maybe a bit earlier. But other than that, I thought it was a very strong opening again, and I am really intrigued to see how the rest of the season progresses. So if you've seen the series of unfortunate events, please tell me your thoughts below. The rest of the reviews will be up very soon. I'm going to try and watch as many as I can. I might only have to put 2 up tonight and then 2 up tomorrow because, as I said, I'm kind of overworked at the moment with the university. So I might have to do 1 tonight, 1 tomorrow, like 2 tonight, 2 tomorrow. So anyway, please tell me your thoughts, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye!